Looking back at last year, let's talk about our defense first, Andrew. I mean, I really think number one, Coach Rossi did a great job as a first-year coordinator. In working with a very inexperienced group. When you look at the success we had in '08 with a defense that was led by Jovan Belcher and had some real veteran players in and around it, like Andrew Downey and Sean Wasson and Lemire Whetstone, Lionel Nixon. There's just a lot of players. John Pericello. I hate to leave guys out, but that senior class really had some very, very good defensive football players. And you look up and they're no longer able, because that's college. They move on and we got to replace. I thought we did a great job of that last year. We weren't as good a defense at the beginning as we were at the end. We didn't play with as much confidence at the beginning as we did at the end. We had a lot of guys learning on the run, under the fire of the game, so to speak. And that certainly was something that it was pleasing to see us get better and start to develop that black hole mentality, the swagger that you want defensive teams to put out there, that they believe in themselves as a group. I was really excited to see that take place. Certainly, we're forever in debt to George Stevens as the captain and leader of that defense up front, for the way he conducted day to day, his attitude, his effort, his performance level. It was Brandon McLaughlin the same. Just did a great job of that. But now I think it's been handed down to a new crew of guys, and some developing and rising players. Dante Dennis, who achieved all conference at the linebacker position, and Vincent Givens really got a chance to perform under as sophomores and did a great job. We're fortunate to have Mark Masterson get his year back that he lost due to that ankle injury, so he'll be back in there. I think our linebacking crew will be a real strong part of our defense. We ended up, I thought, playing pretty well in our secondary as the season went along. And I think that's credit to, Steve Barker played real well for us at a corner. We had Dom Casano in and out with injuries, but Dom's a proven player for us, and having him healthy and back for this year is exciting. Really excited about our safeties, two sophomores last year, Trevor Costin and Jerron McMillan, and their growth last year on that side of the ball at two very important positions, the safety spot. Really excited to see them mature, grow, and what they can do this year. But I think, and Coach Rossi would be the first to say this, it all starts up front. It all really is dependent upon what you're doing up in that defensive line. I think the swagger of the defense starts with its people up front who are the closest to the opponent quarterback, and the closest, have the best and closest opportunity to disrupt him, both mentally and physically. If they're in and around him, if he's feeling them, he's not playing as well as he possibly could play. And I think that stands true for every quarterback that plays the game. We've been blessed over the years, Matt King, Jovan Belcher, George Stevens, being top quarterback pressure guys from our black hole defense in this conference. We need to have guys emerge in that regard, because right now there's not a clear-cut, heir apparent, so to speak. Jordan kind of finishes that line, and we've got a bunch of young players. Chris Enslin had a great start to his season last year, but was waylaid by injury on the outside. Spencer Wood played a lot as a first-year player, as did Erwin Roach. So those are two guys that, this is their first spring, so it's going to be interesting to see, but we're excited about them. Inside, the best guy inside for us last year, in terms of the big guys, was Ryan Nanny and his development, and that was finally something that was able to happen because he finally stayed away from injuries, and been really an injury-plagued career for him. In fact, he's not going to be able to do a lot of things this spring either, but we have high expectations of him. It's good to be able to raise those standards for him, and to also look inside and see that we have some young players, we have some returning players. Raybon Charles has played a lot of football for us, and Kevin Fenor. So they're all coming back. Plus, again, an excitement about some first-year guys that are going to add to that, and hopefully give us an opportunity, provide us an opportunity to be very good up front, because that's where it starts.